Good morning, class. In yesterday's class, we have studied about the force experienced by a charged particle q when placed in magnetic field. If it is moving with velocity v, the force is given by F is equal to qv cross b. And we have discussed about so many rules, right hand rule and right hand screw rule, about direction of force. One more force is there. Using this force or using this law, we can determine the direction of force experienced by a charged particle, and that is Fleming's left hand rule. Actually, Fleming's left hand rule is used for a current carrying conductor, and obviously we know that current is set up by flow of positive charge, so this law is applicable for positive charge also. Okay, so what you have to do, that stretch first finger, central finger and thumb of your left hand in such a way that first finger points to the direction of magnetic field, central finger points to the direction of electric current or motion of positive charge, because electric current is actually the motion of positive charge. Then thumb represents direction of force on these charges. आप ये देखें, this is your left hand, this is thumb, this is first finger and this is central finger, and all three are mutually perpendicular to each other. We will point this first finger along the direction of magnetic field. Now, keeping this finger in this direction, turn your central finger in the direction of electric current or in the direction of motion of positive charge. Okay, if this is the direction of motion of positive charge, automatically the thumb will represent the direction of force. So using this law, Fleming's left hand rule, we can find out the direction of force experienced by a positive charge moving with some velocity perpendicular to magnetic field. Okay, and when velocity is perpendicular to magnetic field, formula for force is qvb. Force is perpendicular to velocity and both are perpendicular to magnetic field. Now today we are going to study an important law, that is Biot-Savart law. Biot-Savart law is actually used to determine magnetic field at any point due to a small current element. अगर आपके पास में कोई भी एक स्मॉल करंट एलिमेंट है और उसके कारण आप किसी पॉइंट पर मैग्नेटिक फील्ड फाइंड करना चाहते हैं, फॉर दैट वी कैन यूज Biot-Savart law. So very first thing is we have to study what a current element is. Actually, current element, it is product of current I and a small length of conductor wire dl. Obviously, current I is flowing in conductor wire. We will take a small length dl of this conductor wire, then product of I and dl, it is called current element. Here current element IDL is a vector quantity and its direction is always along the direction of flow of current. जिस डायरेक्शन में करंट फ्लो होती है वही करंट एलिमेंट की डायरेक्शन है. Neither current is a vector quantity nor length is a vector quantity, but their product current element is a vector quantity. Okay, so Biot-Savart law स्मॉल एलिमेंट्स पर ही एप्लीकेबल है, एज ए होल आप किसी कंडक्टर पर अप्लाई नहीं कर सकते. ओके, सो कंसिडर ए स्मॉल एलिमेंट dl. This is the conductor wire and it is carrying current I. We will choose a small element AB. Its length is dl, so current element becomes IDL, and we have to find out the magnetic field at point P due to this current element. So from this current element, the position vector of point P is R. So we have to find magnetic field at P due to this element. Position vector of P with respect to this element is R. Now this is position vector and this is current element, and the angle between these two is theta. So position vector makes an angle theta with current element IDL. According to Biot-Savart law, if Due to this current element, magnetic field at point P, it depends on following factors. First, it is directly proportional to the current flowing in the wire. So dB is directly proportional to I. Second, it is directly proportional to length of conductor. आपने जो एलिमेंट चूज किया है उसकी लेंथ के प्रोपोर्शनल है. dB is directly proportional to dl. Directly proportional to sine of angle between current element and position vector. दोनों के बीच में जो एंगल है करंट एलिमेंट एंड पोजीशन वेक्टर, इनके बीच में जो एंगल है उसके साइन के प्रोपोर्शनल है, एंड इट इज इनवर्सली प्रोपोर्शनल टू स्क्वायर ऑफ डिस्टेंस. पॉइंट P की एलिमेंट से कितनी डिस्टेंस है इसके स्क्वायर के इनवर्सली प्रोपोर्शनल है. सो जस्ट कंबाइन ऑल दीज थिंग्स. dB is directly proportional to IDL sin theta over r square. Okay. Now the next step will be that we have to remove this proportionality sign. So if we remove this proportionality sign, we get a constant k. So dB is equal to k IDL sin theta over r square. In SI systems, value of k is mu 0 upon 4 pi. And its value is 10 to the power minus 7, where mu 0 is called magnetic permeability of free space. Free space means vacuum. If there is any other medium, so you will put permeability of that medium. Okay, so here we are using free space, so permeability of free space is mu naught. In series system, value of k is 1. The units of mu 0 are Tesla meter per ampere or Weber per ampere per meter. Okay. Now dB is equal to mu 0 upon 4 pi IDL sin theta over r square. This is the expression for magnetic field due to a small current element. But magnetic field is a vector quantity, so it is compulsory to represent dB in terms of a vector also. So multiply and divide by r. It takes the form dB is equal to mu 0 upon 4 pi IDL as it is r sin theta and divided by r, so it becomes r cube. Okay. Now we can use a b sin theta. It is magnitude of vector product a cross b. Okay. So in vector form I can write dB as vector dB mu 0 upon 4 pi. It is a cross b, means IDL cross r upon r cube. Okay, so this is a b sin theta. It is a cross b. This is vector. Now vector upon its magnitude, अगर मैं यहाँ से r vector लेता हूँ, यहाँ से magnitude लेता हूँ, vector upon its magnitude, it is unit vector. तो मैं r upon r, इसको मैं r cap लिख सकता हूँ. dB is equal to mu 0 upon 4 pi IDL into unit vector r cap upon r square. So these are the vector forms of Biot-Savart law. R cap is the unit vector along position vector. ये डायरेक्शन रिप्रेजेंट करेगा, बट r cap its magnitude is always 1. Okay. Now two case arises. If theta is 0 degree or 180 degree, in this formula sin theta becomes 0. If sin theta becomes 0, according to formula, if sin theta is 0, dB is equal to 0. थीटा 0 होने का मतलब क्या है? थीटा इज द एंगल बिटवीन पोजीशन वेक्टर एंड करंट एलिमेंट. अगर थीटा 0 है, इट मींस द पॉइंट P लाइज ऑन कंडक्टर वायर. P कहाँ है? कंडक्टर वायर पर. इसका मतलब ये भी हुआ that magnetic field is 0 at any point along the conductor wire. जिस डायरेक्शन में करंट फ्लो होती है उसी के along मैग्नेटिक फील्ड की वैल्यू हमेशा 0 होती है. इफ थीटा इज 90 डिग्री मीन्स परपेंडिकुलर डायरेक्शन में मैग्नेटिक फील्ड कितना होगा? साइन थीटा इज 1. सो dB इज इक्वल टू म्यू 0 अपॉन 4 पाई IDL अपॉन r स्क्वायर. दिस इज द मैक्सिमम वैल्यू ऑफ मैग्नेटिक फील्ड. Now, how will you calculate direction of dB? the dB is vector product of ideal and R. Ideal and R. So obviously क्रॉस प्रोडक्ट की जो डायरेक्शन है it is given by right hand rule or right hand screw rule. So direction of dB is given by right hand rule or right hand screw rule. And if it is cross product, it is always perpendicular to the plane containing both ideal and R. The direction of dB is always normal to plane containing both ideal and R. Now if the field is perpendicularly outward, we use dot sign. If the field is perpendicularly inward, we use cross sign. So symbolically we can represent the direction of magnetic field by cross sign or dot sign. Dot sign will represent perpendicularly outward magnetic field and cross sign will represent perpendicularly inward magnetic field. Here we will calculate what is the direction, whether it is perpendicularly inward or perpendicularly outward. Now you see, this is the direction of ideal and this is the direction of R. For ideal cross R, we will multiply in this direction. तो अगर हम किसी भी स्क्रू को अगर हम क्लॉकवाइज रोटेट करें, then it will move perpendicularly inward. या फिंगर्स को आप कर्ल करें from ideal to R. अगर आप ideal से R की तरफ राइट हैंड की फिंगर्स को कर्ल करेंगे, thumb will be perpendicularly inward. So here ideal cross R gives direction perpendicular to the plane of paper and inward. So dB at point P is perpendicularly inward. This is ideal and this is R. तो आप ideal को R से multiply करें. So ideal to R अगर आप rotate करते हैं, the direction of magnetic field will be perpendicularly inward. Now using Biot-Savart law, we are calculating magnetic field at a point due to a small element. अगर आपको किसी entire length के कारण अगर magnetic field find करना है, then what will you do? So magnetic field B at any point P due to a current carrying conductor is equal to vector sum of magnetic field due to different small elements. आप entire conductor को जो total length है उसको small elements में divide कर लेंगे and you will calculate magnetic field due to all these different small elements और इन सभी का आप vector sum लेंगे. The vector sum of magnetic field due to each element is equal to net magnetic field B at point P. So if dB1, dB2, dB3, these are magnetic fields at P due to different small current elements, then net magnetic field B is equal to vector sum of all these current elements. Okay, so for calculating vector sum, if two vectors are given, ये just memory के लिए है. For resultant we can use this formula. अगर आपको दो vectors given हैं और उसका आपको अगर resultant find करना है, then you can use this formula. R is equal to P square plus Q square plus 2PQ cos theta. It's half. And direction के लिए आप use कर सकते हैं tan alpha is equal to Q sin theta upon P plus Q cos theta. And P and Q are two vectors at angle theta. Okay, so we can use this formula. So this is Biot-Savart law. In next class we will study about one application of Biot-Savart law which is in your syllabus. Have a good day.